Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we're back for another brand new video and have a look at the dish. People, there is a smile right there as we have went ahead and ended the 2022 year with a smile on the face, happy and content under the management of Michael Beale, which I'll be honest with you people, for the large majority of 2022 I was neither of those things, but now I've got a football team and I've got a manager leading us in the right direction and it's putting a smile on it. And it's not even just the fact that we're winning games, right? It's not even the fact that it's 12 points out of 12 points available now under the management in Michael Beale. It's the fact that we went ahead and kept clean sheets as well, people. Back to back clean sheets. I forgot what clean sheets were, people, right? We, as a football fan base, have been sleeping like the pigeon lady for Home Alone with just dirt everywhere, no a clean sheet in sight, and now we've went ahead and dropped two back to back and we're even scoring for corners, man. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Can't explain to you how badly I wanted that spin to be cool in that, but I know it wasn't, people. I felt it soon as I've done it, and my fit goal, I'm not even getting into it, people, right? I'm not even getting into it. It wasn't a full spin, but something I will get into is this game recap, as of course we're here to talk about Rangers 3, Motherwell 0, cheeky clean sheet, cheeky goal for a corner, cheeky goals and goals equals cheeky CJ. But it's no Goldilocks I want to talk about just yet. No. We aren't sleeping in that bed just yet, people. Stay with me. Because the guy that's in my head living rent-free like a toxic ex, people, is the one and only Malik Tillman. Genuinely, just watching this guy day what he does, because again the game wasn't a masterful 10 out of 10 performance. It wasn't filled with quality, but I don't know if you felt this watching it, and I know that you won't because not everybody likes Malik Tillman, but I just feel like every time he gets it, he gets bums off seats, you know what I mean? He's exciting, and I don't know how he does the things he does, because genuinely Professor Xavier's quicker than this laddie at running, but somehow, some way, he beats people for fun. He's nutmegging them constantly. He's nonchalantly beating people. Now, I really hope that's the right word, but I can't even say free properly, so who cares about my verbal ability, people? Because there's the only ability we care about is the ability that's on that park. And this guy right here, people, I want to lift him up, right? Here we go. I'm like Rafiki in Lion King holding this man up because this guy is shining like a diamond. And for me, he's even got me in the red, white and blue tonight, because I just sat and watched some day hangs with the football, certain occasions, tight positions and everything like that just had me baffled, but in a good way. And I would have been doing a disservice to the man and this channel if I didn't start off by giving the 20-year-old kid, 20-year-old laddie, a shout out. It's amazing how much he's maturing week in and week out. I know he doesn't run about daft. I know he's got stuff that he frustrates. But look at his tackling success. Look at his tackle rate. Look at his interception rate. He puts himself about. He's just no quick, people. That's what makes him look lazy. But he's so far ahead everyone on that park that I just sit back and I just admire watching that kid play. And I just wanted to give him a special shout because for me, he was the best player on the park. I know another one of my favourites won the official man of the match, but for me, Malik Tillman was. And I wanted to bring it to you genuinely because I know Tillman splits the fan base so much. So now you're seeing these performances, because I think he's been brilliant in every game under Beale. Are you starting to change your opinion on this young man? Genuinely curious to know down in the comment section below. But it wasn't just him, people, because the official man of the match was Ryan Kent, and probably rightly so, because you'll hear a lot about his name in today's video. But as we get into the game recap, and that's what translate in to the game recap, because there is corners to talk about, there's everything to talk about, people. It was pretty nippy towards the start of the game, however, because there was a wee bit of a mad moment with the long ball that we talked about a lot in yesterday's preview video. I'll be honest, people, I know Motherwell's poor, right? I know they are. But genuinely, if that mob was playing out of my backyard, then I wouldn't shut the curtains, people. I'd turn the sprinklers on and phone the police, because the standard of that football is stinking. It's just so one directional. Nobody wants to take a touch. Everybody just flies about and gets stuck in. Every time they see a moment of quality for a Kent, it's kicking them, it's pulling them out of the park and everything like that. And the standard of football was a shambles for them. But to be fair, the long ball tactic does cause an issue for Rangers as it gets in behind Davies and McGregor has to come off his line. What? Anyway, he comes off his line and ends up doing a pretty good slide challenge, and eventually somehow rebounds back to the Motherwell player, but it's ended up hitting wide because I think Davies is going to get him. It was a mad moment to start the game, but what was good, people, is we grabbed the control, grabbed the tempo, and let our quality players shine within a few seconds of that, and we genuinely never really looked back. That was it from a Motherwell perspective, in my opinion. One ball, beating Davies, skidding across the ground, and nearly getting by McGregor. That's all they offered, and I love that we're back to doing that, people. And that might sound so obvious, but it hasn't been that way for a long time, people. The control, the real control we had in this game, is something that's been absent for a very long time at this football club. But I want to give it to Ryan Kent. I want to talk about Tillman again, because the goal actually comes from all of them involved, and it comes from the left foot of Barisic, who genuinely had to be divine in this game. And to be fair to him, he was actually really good going forward. And the ball, like we said in yesterday's preview video, if you're going to throw a Barisic in, it probably is against the likes of Motherwell, because you're going to get forward and you're going to play to the strengths and you're going to have loads of crossing opportunities. And you saw it right away with Barisic. His first cross is absolutely gorgeous as he drops it right on the dime, and Alfredo Morelos is back doing what he does best and putting the ball into the back of it. It was such an important early goal, again after the wee wobble, given an opportunity to Motherwell, but the quality players that we have in this football club really shine through. And I've been very critical of Barisic, but I have to give absolute praise to him there, because that is incredible cross and no one else can put it in like that. That's what frustrates the life about us all regarding Barisic, because he's got that in his locker. It's just unfortunate sometimes he keeps the locker slammed shut because he's bricking himself. But again, we got that early goal, which rips up all the time wasting, embarrassing plans for the opposition. It makes them have to go for a little bit more, and that gave us some space to really terrorise him. Again, this is where Tillman, for me, some of his touches here get played in behind. He actually gets wiped out, and I think the referee should book Lammy here, because I believe it is Lammy that wipes him out. But we play advantage as it goes out to Tavernier. We have a wee bit more of a spell of a possession. It comes back into Tillman, and to be fair, the kid should do better here as he lifts it over the bar. But just look back at how quick his first touch is, how he nutmegs that guy. And for me, Lammy should have picked up a yellow card, which he did pick up 5 minutes later, because again, Tillman takes his boy to the cleaners, people, and he doesn't even give them money. He just stands there and says, aye. We do get a free kick, but again, it is wasted. We do need to fix this set piece problem. Can somebody answer me one question? Why does Ryan Kent stand over every free kick ever and never take one? Who's it faking? Alright, I'm not getting into it, people. It makes me dizzy. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, well, it's Tav hit it. Just let Kent hit it once. No one will expect it, because it's been so long. We're playing the ultimate long game, people, but it's a wasted for there. But just to touch on Tillman again, it must be so infuriating to play against the Tillman, because you've seen his interviews, you see how lovely he is, he's so soft spoken at. Can you imagine getting nutmegged and pushed there? You're trying to nail somebody and they're just bypassing you and letting you run like that. Hey, come here, way, just like a bull, people, just ripping the piss at you, and then he's just smiling at you going, good job. That'd drive me up the wall, people. But that's the brilliance of Tillman, and we were very, very unlucky to nearly have me recreate what would have been a world-class back heel. As he gets the ball again, he takes the defender for a walk. Morelos is behind him, he's screaming for it. So Tillman doesn't panic, he waits for him to get in the right place, and then nonchalantly, again, I really hope that's the right word, hits it back heel right to Morelos, who should score. It should make it 2-0, and the young guy was shining again. There was a couple maybes for Motherwell. One where they whipped the ball in. I still don't understand to this day, people, why Alan McGregor didn't just pick it up. It's right to him, but he pulls it last minute, lets it run all the way to the back post. That terrified me, people. And look at the Greys now. I'm like Gandalf the Grey before he ends up ascending, becoming the better version of himself as Gandalf the White. I'm the crap Gandalf now, and it's because of moments like that. I don't know what he was doing there, and I don't know why he never came and claimed the second cross either, as he lets it float to the back post. It drops to a Motherwell player, but thankfully it's well blocked, I believe, by Ben Davies. But couple little moments, but again, no one's sitting here pretending it's been an overnight fix and all our problems are solved and we're a fantastic side. We're not a fantastic side yet, people. We have fantastic moments in games and truly for me, fantastic players in the team, but we're still building in the right direction. So I felt it was fair to the overall flow of the game and this channel to admit there was a couple little moments, but that was really it, people. I'm used to seeing us literally hand goals away, so fact that we didn't come claim across here or there isn't the end of the world, and again for me shows the progress we want to see at this football club. But there's more goals to actually talk about, so let's get to them. And again, it has to be said, Barisic well and truly answered the challenge that young Adam Levine threw at the man, because he's already got an assist in the game. Well, now he steps up and gets another one with a wonderful corner whipped into the back post. It's so well done here, and it's an in-swinging corner. Oh, by Jesus, this must be what George felt at the end. A Wonderful Life. This is the moment when I saw that get swung in, and I saw big Goldilocks go up there and smash in for some porridge. I was just sitting there saying, oh, this is it. This is as good as it gets, people. Wonderful header / shoulder, if you will, but the cross is immaculate, and I love the fact we're mixing up and we're taking in-swinging corners consistently now at this football club. What a difference it makes, what a difference it made in the game, because where Motherwell had a couple wee moments that we just mentioned and that well and truly kills the game stone dead and rips up any potential plan of even hanging in when it's just 1-0 to Rangers and maybe nicking something in the second half. Now you ask, has Motherwell got anything to offer this game? And the short answer was no, people. It was the Rangers show, especially in the second half. After Kelly made a couple of good saves as well. By the way, we're going to jump right to the second half because I know it is very, very late, so I'll try not to take up all of your time, but there were some great moments. I thought Alex Lowry really grew in to the game. I thought the first 5-10 minutes, I don't know if this was just me, wasn't he really being the guy we know he can be? Direct, forward, taking men on. But he just got his first couple of passes under his legs and then he just seemed to let go, and the way he was able to beat people. And then you've got Tillman being able to do that. And then you've got Kent doing that. We barely even mention Kent's name. And again, despite me saying, of course, that for me, Tillman was the man of the match, not Ryan Kent. It wasn't to take anything away for Kent, because I can understand why they gave it, because we seem to build through him constantly. Everything we've talked about so far in terms of Rangers look good, or maybe Tillman creating this chance, all kind of starts with Kent getting on the ball first and being point A for this Rangers side. And I wanted to give him a wee shout out as well. But back to Lowry, because that's where we go next in the second half. His good performance continued to build, and he nearly got the goal his overall performance deserved, as it was cleared off the line. And you think to yourself, well, there's the clearance off the line. It happens in every single game. You've barely even got a time to digest it, because again, Tillman sets up the Buffalo brilliantly, and to be fair, Big Buff does well, pushes, bullies off the defender, gets the ball down so the goalie can't wipe him out, and then he tries a cheeky wee back heel. Man, Morelos is even bringing out back heels. What year is it? It feels a little 2019 to me, but again, you're reminded by the harsh realities of this world, as it's another goal that's cleared off the line. This genuinely could have been a Hall of Fame pumping the night if we just had that wee extra break and there wasn't a 2 goal line clearances and what we're about to talk about next with 3 1v1s missing over that. It could have been an absolute scudding of all time. But I'll take the 3 points, I'll take the clean sheet, and I'll take me being happy. And again, the guy that was in the front of the match programme really made me happy tonight as he got his goal that he overall deserved as well. And we go back and look at it, Ryan Kent, so brilliant, so positive with the football, just skinning people for fun. It gives it to Alfredo Morelos, who to me, all day I thought, he's going to hit this, not a problem. But he just had one cleared off the line. I know what Buffalo were about to see right here, but he gets his head up, he finds that extra pass to Tillman, and then when you leave Tillman 1v1 in this league, you're done, people, because he just fakes the shimmy, fakes the inside. The defender's sitting there cutting about like Bambi's mum at the start of Bambi. I'm still not at it either, by the way, but she's just there, and he just takes it by him, hits it in the bottom corner, does his nonchalant celebration, probably picked the Motherwell defender up and was like, good lucky, unlucky with the slide. And stop talking to me so nicely, Tillman, alright? You're making funny people. And honestly, I could sit and talk about this guy all night. Back in, you're not wanting to do that the night, people. We've all got plans, so I won't take up much more of your time, but it's a wonderful goal. His overall performance did deserve for me ushered him as the man of the match, and that's 3-0 now. Really is game and set and match should be 5 probably at this point, and then the changes had to be made. A divine substitution, if you will. Not because like someone came on and was amazing, or if I just mean literally divine got substituted on, so it was a divine substitution. So we made 4 changes off the bat, and we soon made the 5th one as Morelos pulled up, and fingers crossed it's nothing serious. Once I find out, again, I'm just home for the game and everything like that, so by the time I find out and everything like that, I'll let you know in the comment section. So if you don't know right now, scroll down, look at the pinned comment, and I'll give you an update on Morelos, as soon as possible. Fingers crossed it's more of a precaution rather than something serious, but again, I'll keep you updated. And Morelos was very positive in this game and looked a bit more like his regular self. And you've got to say Van Veen did put the ball in the back of net, but it was so far offside it was embarrassing that Motherwell fans even celebrate, because it was a stupid rule, people, right? And again, I'm going to sound like this old man yelling at the clouds, but see, when you're so far offside, you're actually back at Fir Park playing the second half versus Kilmarnock for last week. That's how far this boy was off kilter, but the referee plays on, and then we've got defenders sprinting back trying to get stuck in everything like that, and then Van Veen puts it into the back of net. I just think when you're that far offside, just blow it. It's embarrassing. And again, anybody could have been hurt on that. And that's kind of it for the actual game recap. If you want a wee indication of why this league never gets any money, or why we're not getting better TV deals or that, Motherwell had settled down and started to time waste 3-0 down. People, they were winning corners, they had chances to get the ball in the mixers, but they were walking. And I'm just like, really? You're 3-0 down. You don't want to take the handbrake off. It's embarrassing, people. But again, you've got to give credit to Rangers for making them feel like they've got nothing to give in this game. And it's a long time since we had the fear factor back. Ibrox, and again, for me, we're getting back up there. But that's all I'm going to say regarding the positive stuff, because I have a couple little negative things talk about now. And it's unfortunate, people, because as we've spoke so much about the positive young players in the squad, the likes of the Tillman, young Adam Devine, over the last couple of weeks, so now we need to talk about the other side of that coin, because there's a young player in this Rangers team who is not performing and is struggling badly, both on the park and, in my opinion, conference, people, because Robbie Matondo could have had 2 goals tonight, could have set up another one if he's a bit clever and releases it a little bit better. If he's got a bit more confidence about him, I think he takes some of these chances he gets, because not only does he miss a 1v1, people, which was bad enough in itself, but there's an opportunity to really burst, and he's so fast to get in the box, because Kelly's no came, but he hesitates. He thinks Kelly's going to come, he hesitates, and then he eventually still gets there because he is so fast. But even the way he hits the ball, you can see he is completely devoid of all confidence, and it's never nice to see anybody play like that, people. But he's playing so badly now. If he gave him 100 balls and told me hit the target, people, I'd be absolutely fuming about how much money Mike Ashley's going to make, because we're going to have to buy new balls, because we're never getting them back. It's just a shame to see somebody play like this, because you can see he's got absolutely no confidence. This is a guy who is quick, who is direct, who has got skill about him, and who can strike the ball. But if you look at him right now, he looks like a competition winner, and it's never nice to see. I think the old attitude, or something I've said here many years over the channel, he needs one to hit off him and go into the back of it. That's well and truly the fact. A part of me is going to pretend that for my own sanity, by the way, that he knew he was offside for one of the 1v1s he missed, and he thought he was offside for the other 2 1v1s he missed. But it's no nice to see, people. But that was the negative. That was probably the worst overall performance on the part. But again, for me, 3 points, another clean sheet, 12 out of 12. I'm no going to sit here and greet about spilt milk, people. So that's all I've got to say. Again, infused, happy, buzzing to end 2022 on a positive note. Let's hope we start 2023 on a positive note as well, but we'll get to that in the next couple of days. But that's all I'm going to say, people. What about you? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And as always, if you didn't mind, let me know who your man of the match was, as I think there could be a couple candidates. Even a Barisic who got 2 assists in this game, played the entire game as well. He could be up there and probably should be as well. So would love to know if you want to just scroll down. Let's end 2022 on a positive note. Let's see some names. Let's see some positivity. And I'll see you in a couple of days for the big one, people. And I'm not talking about the Pepsi Max. And as always, I've been CJ over 92. Thank you so much for watching. All the best and bye.